10 important idioms for everyday use. Hi everyone, how are you today? It's going to be a lexical lesson. Today, you'll be learning English idioms. But do you have any idea what is an idiom? An idiom is a group of words whose meaning is different from the meaning of the individual words. We use idioms everywhere, in conversation with friends, relatives, the media, etc. Why do we learn English idioms? It's obviously learning English idioms is important because they require a deeper familiarity with the language, which is necessary for a high level of English proficiency. With their help, a person has the opportunity to express his or her thoughts more figuratively. Moreover, learning idioms will enrich your vocabulary and improve your conversational English skills. Today, your attention will be presented with 10 necessary idioms for every day, which can be used at home, school, or work. Let's begin. Okay, just imagine a situation. You are in a taxi to the airport. The taxi is stuck in a traffic jam, and you start to get nervous that you will miss your plane. A taxi driver tries to come down to you and says, "Don't panic, there's no need to worry. We've got all the time in the world to get to the airport." So, the expression all the time in the world is the idiom and means to have plenty of time and no need to rush. And this is the first idiom we started with. Here's another situation that resembles the first one. You are in the taxi, but already on your way home from the airport. Once again, you are stuck in traffic, and to somehow brighten up your expectation, you tell the taxi driver about the luxurious hotel you stayed in during your holiday. "The hotel I stayed in was out of the world." Out of the world. What do we mean by saying this idiom? We can explain it as something good or enjoyable. In other words, the example shows that the living conditions in the hotel were at a much higher level than experienced. Okay, I believe these two idioms are easy to understand. Shall we move ahead? Let's do it, because we have 8 more cool idioms which can be used in everyday life. I met my friends whom I have not seen since I graduated from college. They told me about the new project they had recently launched. They were on top of the world as they described their startup. In this example, the idiom "on top of the world" expresses extreme happiness. Of course, I rejoiced at the success of the project, but also warned my friends about the risks that might arise and advised them to be more realistic in anticipation of profit. I'm afraid all your expectations of annual income should be more realistic. Guys, you should keep your feet on the ground. The idiom "keep your feet on the ground" means to think sensibly and practically and not have plans which are impossible to achieve. Among the huge number of idioms in the English language, a lot is devoted to success. For example, this one can accurately express a high result during the exam. The following situation will clearly demonstrate the idiomatic statement, "pass with flying colors." Just imagine the picture. A teacher in the classroom reports the results of the last exam, and your result is announced as following: "Congratulations! You've passed the exam with flying colors." Are you still having no clue what it means? It means you've got a perfect result. To translate it literally, to get very high marks in an examination. And, on the contrary, a person might be nervous before an exam, as we almost always do before some important events or situations. And he or she might say, "I always get butterflies in my stomach before an exam." To have butterflies in your stomach, this informal idiom illustrates the state of nervousness before exams or any business event, etc. Idioms can even be used to stop people who are unceremonious and are trying to get very personal information. Check out this dialogue. "So, are Andrew and Natalie planning to adopt a baby once they get married?" "Why are you asking me about it? Mind your own business." The expression mind your own business explicitly demonstrates will to keep something private and not want to tell anyone about it. It is important to note that this is not a very polite tone to answer. In order to avoid impolite tone and sound rude, it is possible to answer in a neutral way, which will help maintain both the confidentiality of information and the relationship with the interlocutor. So, the above dialogue might sound as the following. So, are Andrew and Natalie planning to adopt a baby once they get married? Well, I'm afraid I haven't got a clue about their plans. The idiom, not have a clue about something, is informal to know nothing at all about a question or problem. Moreover, it can also be used if you really don't know the answer or have no idea about something. There are many different situations in our life when we express our emotions, states with the help of idioms. It's out of doubts that many people have already known the phrase, "You must be joking." It is used to say that an offer or suggestion is too strange or silly that you cannot believe they are serious. For instance, why don't you buy a new house? Buy a new house? On my salary? You must be joking. And the last idiom for today's lesson, but not least, I picked up some interesting facts about British history when I was traveling there. What does pick up mean? It means to learn something by chance, rather than by studying it. We can replace pick up with such synonyms as acquire, master, find out, grasp. Let us recap 10 idioms. 1. All the time in the world. To have plenty of time and no need to rush. 2. Out of this world. Something good or enjoyable. It's far from anything you usually experience. 3. On top of the world. To be extremely happy. 4. Keep your feet on the ground. To think sensibly and practically and not have plans which are impossible to achieve. 5. Pass with flying colors. To get very high marks in an examination. 6. To have butterflies in your stomach. To feel nervous before exams or any business or event, etc. 7. Mind your own business. To keep something private and not want to tell anyone about it. 8. Not have a clue about something. To know nothing at all about a question or problem. 9. You must be joking. It is used to say that an offer or suggestion is too strange or silly that you cannot believe they are serious. 10. Picked up. To learn something by chance, rather than by studying it. I hope these idioms will help you learn and understand English better. Thanks for watching this video. See you all next time. Bye!